Hello, welcome to the Red Room. I just want to say I can't believe it's almost December update. Can we call it like that?
Yes, we can do that.
I know it's an update, but
Okay, what's new? It's an update.
since the last.
I don't know.
Well, let's start.
I can't remember.
Let's start with what's going out next week.
So next week it will be a campaign setting for Wretched Space, or it can also be used as the standalone setting. It's called Voidhaven Outpost, and it was inspired by Babylon 5, which we have been rewatching or watching.
I think it was rewatching, but I don't remember most of it, which is strange because I think I had watched it.
I watched it, but I didn't watch it as a series. I picked up episodes occasionally, so I didn't have an idea of it as a whole show. So it's
I just noticed that your shirt is matching my hair.
Yes,
we are so fashionable. Yeah, I know.
So that's the next thing, and it will be 200 and something pages, 220 pages about that. So it does the usual things. Settings have new rules, not actually new rules, but rules that were already used in other settings like orbital decay. Adversaries, so that's not a new part, that's just things that are included, so it can be a standalone. You don't really need Wretched Space. Though it would probably be better to have Wretched Space because there's some more information about aliens and all that. But there's they are mentioned there, the factions, and so
it can be played with other space opera games. Yeah, I would say.
So it would be just in that case it would be location, and you would ignore the rules and possibly even the factions. But there's enough information about the station itself and plot hooks and characters and basically that's it. If you take away the rules and
that's what we're playing now.
And that's what so if you want to take a look at it, we played it a couple of times,
2 or 3 times.
2 times, yes. So there are 2 videos already uploaded. It's called Voidhaven Outpost, and I think it's a fun Wretched Space. When we did the space, the game itself, I thought that it would be better to do something like
a Planet of the Weeks.
Yeah, so it's traveling, something that would involve space travel, but it's not really our
it doesn't suit us very well. We start playing and he's like, eh.
Yeah, it's not really for us. So this was something that we wanted to do for a while.
So coming back
from last week it was
Bestiary.
Yes, Bestiary, and I think I'm not sure it was the Wretched Minions from the Beyond. And maybe I don't know if the Days of Lead it was
Days of Lead. We know we talked about Interbellum for sure. But I don't remember. I think I'm not sure that we mentioned that Days of Lead was going to come out.
Well, if you didn't mention it, we mentioned now Days of Lead. It's a Eurocrime, Poliziotteschi or Poliziottecchi, I don't know how to pronounce. Game setting as well. I can say that, yes, probably. Yeah, it would be a standalone because Redsploitation is not.
It's a bit of a spin-off of Redsploitation, but it stands by itself. Redsploitation probably not going to have a second edition, but there may be some subplots of exploitation genre.
It would include, if there was an Redsploitation right now, a second edition, it would include, obviously.
Well, I still want to do a Collegial Girls in Hanks game at some point. Not game, but
setting. We mentioned that it could be the Redsploitation as a second edition. It could be not just one thing, but several possible
subgenres.
But maybe scenarios or small settings in one. So obviously we are not going to include Days of Lead, but it would be possible to join together the 2 things. And what else?
Well, you see, we haven't been doing that many things, or at least they're not that little videos. We don't have that much to talk about. So Well, I gave up on, I didn't give up, I put it in the drawer. So I was writing something for Bastards, rewriting Daughters of Darkness, Sound of Madness, and New Adventure, so I can publish it as a trilogy. But I was getting bored.
But it's
So
still going to happen.
it's going to happen. It's half done. And I wanted to write a Christmas scenario, and I was getting late for the Christmas scenario. So now I'm focusing on finishing the Christmas scenario. That's going to be called Tainted Conception. I don't know if people will get that is a joke with Immaculate Conception.
I think so. That's problematic.
It is inspired in Die Hard. In spite of the name.
Yeah, doesn't sound like something inspired by that.
It is for New Flesh. Well,
it's a Christmas scenario, so it's
going to take place at the Christmas party.
That's very original. I've never seen a movie that takes place in the Christmas party. In the tower, right?
Exactly, of course, the Nakatomi Towers. Well, there's a character that was part of our campaign. My character, Isabella Nakatomi, but never made it to the book. I guess someone didn't like that character. And lost.
I probably forgot about that.
And lost I have to write it all again. Well, that's okay. But it's going to involve that character and her father in scientific experience. She's a clone. In scientific experiences.
Yes. Okay, so what else? The Wretched Shambara is almost done, but that's not my thing. So it will be I can't schedule it.
Stross is working on his henchman gets the blues.
Yes. And there will be a bestiary, an anthology bestiary. I've already started talking about the art for that one, which is not going to be AI.
Not that nobody will
notice. I don't need to talk about.
Yeah, we are monsters because
yes, of course. And
but it's also not going to be a Kickstarter to pay for the art.
No,
we'll just pay for the art.
Yeah,
as normal people.
We pay for it, and if you want to buy it, you'll buy it after that.
And you're working on
I'm going to work on a companion, yes, a rules companion.
Which is also going to have commissioned art.
Yes. I don't know the name of the artist in that case, but it's someone that Jeremy Hart recommended. So that's it. That one I'm going to make a selection of new rules that were already published in the different settings. So if you bought one but not the others, you can still get this and get all the rules that were dispersed in space, orbital decay.
There shouldn't be more because
darkness,
the settings are the main genres are done, so probably
possibly, but
there'll be
still,
not that many rules.
This will be just a PDF for now, just in case that there's something that is important, and so I will add it later. I'll probably add some. Probably no. I'll certainly add some new rules besides this. Probably optional stuff or alternative stuff, more likely. Which is optional.
Probably our plan until the end of the year.
Oh yeah. Of course. Well, maybe not. That depends on the art.
Yes. No, until the end of the year. Since you're going to work, it doesn't mean they're going to be released until the end of the year.
It will be ready.
The plans for until the end of the year. Probably Miguel is going to wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm going to write something during December," because it's a whole month.
Yeah, very likely.
But we have no idea what that will be because the Christmas adventure is on my hands.
And there's a new anniversary coming. That's not one that we have something to celebrate because it was just. But it was when I started writing. I
thought it was being kicked out of drive-through.
No, that was in March, I think. When I started writing the first stuff, it was late December, I think, around Christmas.
When you start writing for
a postmortem, yeah.
I thought it was sooner.
No, I don't think so. I decided before, but I think I only started, so it will be what, 3 or 4 years. I don't know.
Well, we still are. We're still on it. Let's say we survived another year.
It was 3 years, 4 years. And yes, we are still doing this. Should we talk about the woke? Yeah, let's talk about the woke.
Yes.
So we had 2 woke things this week. First woke thing, we got rid of woke. We had a woke player, we mentioned it before.
And he will no longer be part of our group.
Yeah, so if you
But he was behaving during the game
he
sessions.
was. Yeah, he wasn't mentioning
The war. No.
he wasn't mentioning the war, yes.
Stop. You're not focusing the camera.
But
Stop moving.
But we couldn't mention the war as well because it could be yeah, it was kind of annoying to have someone that believes silly stuff like men can be women and all that. That was kind of it was. I tried to nag him so he would not during the games, but out of the games, sending messages with photos of trans women and other woke silly stuff. But he wasn't. He didn't seem like he wanted to leave, so just I made him leave. But then we published something by another woke, someone I don't even know. A scenario for child. It was an entry for this year's Child Game Jam by Mr. Venture Satanis, and it's I don't know if the
I
guy.
haven't read it yet. I need to read it.
Well, let's show it here.
Then I have to put my glasses.
I don't know if the guy identifies himself as woke. I don't think so, but we can mention that he writes here some silly stuff here. Okay, so let me share this. We're giving some.
This is free.
We're already giving
Yes, why
some
not? But
visibility.
you want to let you
Yes,
to
that's
share.
it here. Okay. So this is a leftist, probably not a woke, because it says he does say that he's not really a woke. So he loves Trump, the alt-right, and the gun lobby, but it says he's way off to the left from the control left, which I suppose he means the woke. So this was his take on the good Sim Kaharian, which was the that I can't remember exactly. It was that thing that almost got him kicked out
Yes,
of
when
right?
there people were giving kids to the evil gods, and the good Zakarian is the one that's going to save them and stop.
Okay, so this guy wrote what's the name of this? The Bad Simkarian. And the story is the doomed city of Tegahaz is cursed with an invasion of extra-dimensional beings who infest female humanoid hosts and use their bodies as incubators. Okay. What this means? Explode? Explode out in front. Well, anyway. This is a leftist child.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying. I need to read to get to the conclusion if it's any good, because I would say the good Samarian. No, it's not Samarian. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not gonna try. It was funny.
Oh, this is probably not funny. The
yeah,
leftist
this is the problem to see if there's humor in there or not.
I tried to, yeah. Well, I browsed it. No, it's not funny. I don't think it even tries to be funny.
Because that's the problem sometimes with the.
I'm not sure if it
social
tries to be
justice
funny.
warrior humor, or that because you need to be funny if you want to.
Yeah, they can't be funny.
To do parody, you need to have
no,
a
the
little bit of
leftists can't
fun.
be funny. The old comedians that were supposedly leftists, they weren't really leftists. They were left leaning, but they weren't leftists. They weren't Marxists. They weren't anarchists or communists. That people know they have no humor. It's impossible to be funny if you are really into some kind of leftist politics. But I don't think this is even tries to be funny. Well,
it's just preachy. Yeah, I'll read it.
At least I don't find anything funny here. If he was trying to be funny, he failed. But apparently the guy likes the images are funny, but he didn't do them. He says that he stole them from people because he could steal them because AI art has no. That's in the post fan some here. That's the part I read. So yeah, so he stole not stole the art from people, several people, because they can't trademark it. So that's that can be just used by someone else. Anyway, Venger accepted this entry in spite of apparently being made.
Well,
as a, yeah, well, in this case, in this case, I don't know. But yeah, he didn't mind. So still, it's a little bit strange that this dude here likes chocolate, because apparently he likes chocolate. At least he says he likes chocolate, that he has everything but chocolate. So it's really strange, because if you want to find a woke person, you just say Venger, and they start screeching. Well, I think she wants to eat or something.
Oh, okay.
It's not because she's woke, but yes, if you say Venger, they start screeching. So in this case, this guy doesn't. So maybe he's right. He's not a wokest. He's just a far left anarchist. Maybe, I don't know. Well, that's it. If you want to find, it's free on our site and probably somewhere else.
And that takes me to something that I think we should say now that we are closing the year, we're getting close to December. So we need to remind people.
Going to convert to
No, I'm not going to start reading the Quran and finding God.
Not that one.
Not even the Bible, but definitely not that one, or the Kabbalah or whatever. Wretched, the Wretched Verses, I think we should call out for the next year. If people want to do, we don't have a jam like Venture, and also we're not Venture, we're lame. But I remember the call out again. No, you can't. You have an awful hair.
Yes, that's it.
Don't do that. Besides, you have beautiful hair. And stop. I'm trying to do a call out for people to write stuff for Wretched Verses if they want, and remembering them they can. Because I think the Wretched Verses will be mostly for that and not for things that we do anymore.
True.
Well, sometimes for something very small, but we decided that will be for other people participation. So
yeah, if you want to do something small, it could be very, very small. If you want to make it free, it would be just a couple of pages. So just tell us, and or tell me, or tell her, or tell someone else, as long as someone else is someone that talks to us.
or send us an
email. Yeah, I don't even think that he knew me. I don't know it. But yeah. So well, I mean, I published something by a woke guy. So but I didn't have to do something. I just upload it. But if you are not woke, and if you want to publish something that is wretched, I will do the layout and all that. So the work, part of the work for you. I'm not going to write it for you, obviously. Yeah, you wouldn't want it, of course. And what else? I think there's no what else.
There's nothing else.
No. Okay. So have a nice rest of the weekend and a nice week ahead.
Bye-bye.